Hello again everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hiking in History. Still in France at the moment, still in Grenoble, but today we are going to be moving from Grenoble down to Avignon. So today is mainly going to just be a kind of travel day, because I've got to get a couple of trains down to Avignon. It's going to take quite a while, but we're going to just check out Avignon when we get there, just check out the city, general kind of travel vlog, travel day video. But I will probably I'm going to try and go to a Roman aqueduct tomorrow, but I'll lump it in together with this video because I'm probably not going to record too much today. But yeah, without further ado, let's get to the train station in Grenoble and get out of here and get to Avignon. As you can see, it's a very wet morning today in Grenoble. Quite chilly as well, pretty cold, but my experience here has been very good. It's a very nice city, beautiful surroundings, where I would like to come back just because, you know, I've barely really spent any time in the actual city itself really. It's all been hiking outside, so I've not actually seen any of the kind of the attractions or museums. So it's definitely a place to come back to. But the main centre and everything, where all the shops are all really nice. Just been very unlucky with the weather mainly. You can see here there's like a cable car here that goes up to there's like a fort up the top there. I didn't have time or anything to do anything like that. So there's always a next time. Funny little ticket machine that you have to twist this knob to like turn things, like select. But it has English, so we're okay. Let's try and find Avignon on here. Hey, there we go. Okay, I've got my tickets. It should be on platform C apparently, so it's time to find that. Well, I'm on platform C, although the time says it's wrong on there. It says 8:30 and it should be 9:30. But I think maybe it's just broken or glitched or something. It says I should be on this platform. So the plan today, the trip anyway, on the trains, it should take quite a while. It's like over 3 hours, but I think I'm taking all the slow trains. So the first one is here to a city called Valence. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. That's going to be this first train, and then I'm going to change over in Valence to then go to Avignon. This is probably my train coming in now, I believe. But yeah, I've got like a 50-minute wait, like layover in Valence, so if we can, I'll probably just walk out and just literally wander around for half an hour or so until, you know, I've got to go back for the next train. But here we are, it's here. Ooh, these are quite nice. We are going this way though, so let's find a good seat. Ooh, this one has a charger. We'll go in here. I have to say, these are pretty comfy, these seats. And it's a nice train. So, one thing I don't like about France though, is the train fares. Trains are expensive here, like very expensive. Worse than the UK, I think. Like this one, what I've got now from Grenoble to Avignon, costs like 39 euros, and that's just like a single, so that's about 33 quid, and that's a single. That's like no return, nothing. That's pretty bad because it's not like Avignon is like crazy far away. Even though the whole trip's like 3 hours, but that's with a 50-minute like connection as well. It's not that far. But it's like, I had a look online and stuff last night, but it seemed like it was, you know, I couldn't really get it any cheaper. So France, very expensive trains. I think you have to book like way in advance to get them cheaper, but you know, when you're spontaneously going on a trip, that doesn't really work, does it? Okay, you can now see I'm on a different train, and that's because that one that I was actually on turned out they were just changing something over, so everyone was called off, and now we're on a completely different one. So we've been delayed about 15 minutes, but we are on our way to Valence finally. Well, we've just arrived in Valence. Beautiful little train station right out here anyway, with this dude, Francois Bancel. There we are, Gare de Valence. I did originally have 50 minutes to kill here, so I would have had a little walk around, but as you can see, I don't have that much time now because there was a delay, so I've got 20 minutes or so before the train to Avignon, so I don't want to wander too far away. This beautiful little square, big bandstand and some mountains, cliffs in the distance, and all the way down there is where the station is. I am going to have to rush back there now because I've got 15 minutes before my train leaves, so I'm going to go straight back the opposite way, and that is all that we will see of Valence. But nice little city. Nice church over there as well, but yes, let's rush back before we miss the train to Avignon. Okay, so I'm back on the platform. This platform here is where the train's going to be for Avignon. Very weird thing just happened though. As I was coming back into the station, there was quite a few police around, and they were by the doors, and they were oh no, excuse me while this train goes by. As I was saying, there was all police by the doors. Then they were stopping people going in. They were no, you can't come in. And they said we've had a bomb scare or something, we had a bomb threat on the station. And I'm oh, are there no trains then? And he's no, there's some trains. And I'm I've got a train in 10 minutes to Avignon, and he just let me through then. He was oh okay, you go through, you're on platform E, you're on the far end. I'm oh okay, so if a massive explosion just happens while I'm recording, you'll know why. So, I mean, they mustn't be taking it that seriously, I guess, if they're letting you on the platform still, but yeah, you're not allowed in the actual station terminal at the moment. but trains are still running, so hey, hopefully I'll get to Avignon before I get blown up.
Mesdames, Messieurs, dans un instant, la gare d'Avignon Centre, terminus de ce train avant de descendre, veuillez ne rien oublier à votre place. La SNCF et les régions Provence-Alpes, Côte d'Azur et Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes vous souhaitent un bon après-midi. Avignon Centre, terminus de ce train.
Here we are in bright and beautiful Avignon. My god, I can barely open my eyes and I'm not used to it. The sun is completely out here. And here we are straight away. As soon as you come out of the train station, you got the medieval walls, all the ramparts, all here. And yeah, as you may know, the Avignon was the seat of the head of the Catholic Church, like instead of before the Vatican City in the 1300s. This is where the Catholic Church was ruled from, and there's a big palace, Pope's Palace it's called, which is way over there. So we'll go head that way and have a look.
T'expliques ça comment à ton gosse?
C'est un vrai à l'ancienne.
So here we are in the square, right outside the palace. Palace of the Popes, absolutely stunning. Pretty sure you have to. It looks like I can maybe go up that bit, but you have to pay. You have to have tickets to go into the main bit, I believe. Which I don't know if we'll do this trip. Maybe. I was more inclined to tomorrow going the finding the Roman aqueduct, which is a bit outside of the city, but even just seeing it from here is gorgeous and enough of a treat. But definitely one day, if not today, we'll see how much time I have. But let's see if we can go up the top here. We might be able to go up there. What a beautiful place. Absolutely gorgeous palace. Definitely gotta go in here one day. I mean, the lucky thing is it's actually not hard to get to. Like if you just fly to Marseille, there's a train that goes straight from the airport in Marseille that comes here. So, which I only just learnt about because I've been Marseille before, but knowing that now, if I can get a cheap flight to Marseille, stay here for a few days, there's absolutely tons of museums and things here to see and do. I mean, I imagine you'd need a full day or two just to, you know, check out this palace properly. I think this could all be like kind of garden area or maybe a cemetery or something. It's just behind the palace there. So I'm just having a walk up and having a look because it seems like you can just get in this bit for free anyway. So where anywhere inside the palace you have to pay for. I don't think it's too expensive. I think it's about 13 euros, which for how good it looks, you know, is okay. I don't want to half-arse it, so I don't think I'll go and do it today because I'd rather make a whole day of it, so I'd have to come back and do the palace. But very glad that we saw it at least and add something else to the list. You're gonna get a great view up here. Yeah, so this area is just like a garden. There's a little cafe and stuff down there. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. Got very lucky with the weather. Yeah, and the views over there, over that other castle as well, over the river. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, I had no idea this gardens was here. Definitely come check this out if you're in Avignon because it's completely free. Absolutely stunning views, absolutely perfect place to stay for a few hours. And it's right next to the Pope Palace. I mean, it's technically called a palace, but it's like a castle, isn't it? It's absolutely huge. The walls must be so thick as well. But yeah, that's the way in when you buy your tickets. I do want to go in, but yeah, I want to do it properly, so I would dedicate a full day to it, which I don't have. I could probably rush around it because it doesn't close until like 7 or something, but I'd rather dedicate a whole video for it eventually one day. So I will be back. We'll be back here. Absolutely stunning though to pass through and see this. Look at this. This is living out a Dark Souls fantasy right now.
Is this the cop?
Which one would you go for? Ouais, c'est surprenant, c'est pas un film.
I mean, I'm having just a great time walking around it, so this is good enough for a visit, just not even going in, just walking around it. But another reason for me to come back is that I'm still absolutely knackered from yesterday's hike, so I certainly don't have the energy to dedicate a full day going around the Pope's Palace and talking about it and all that. So instead we'll just walk around it. Every inch of the place is absolutely gorgeous, and it just absolutely towers above you. Turns out that this bit just leads back up into the garden, so we have done a full circle now. How about that though? That was a good little thing, little circumnavigation of the Pope Palace in Avignon. Didn't expect to be doing that, but absolutely beautiful. So if you're just here quickly and you don't have time to go in and see everything, just do this, just walk around it because it's gorgeous and you get a great little tour of the old town. I need food and to check in to my Airbnb because I am knackered after all this travelling. So as I walk past the old walls of Avignon, I'm walking down now straight to my Airbnb, which should be right next to the walls down here. A good while yet though. That will probably be it from Avignon, but tomorrow I am going to attempt to find this Roman aqueduct and attempt to get there. I think there's a bus from here that takes you there. It's not that far. Yeah, that was Avignon anyway. Lovely passing through, absolutely gorgeous. Definitely need to come back, but to the aqueduct.